see here. All right, welcome you guys, Fun Saver Network. So we're going to go through this quick presentation, what we are, who we are, how it works, and we'll do some Q&A too if we need to at the end. So what is Fun Saver Network? It's an exclusive membership savings club. What I like to tell people when they ask me, what is Fun Saver? Simply a better way to shop. We actually have what's called surprise drops. I'm going to go through all these categories: fun finds, personalized products, health and wellness, digital marketing, and there'll be a lot more to come as FunSaver continues to grow. But let's start with our surprise drops. What the company does is they purchase many products throughout the week, throughout the year, throughout each week. Not every week do they get new products in, but there's always brand new products that come into the company. They buy these products in bulk all over the world, different sites, wholesale sites, overstock sites, auction sites. And instead of reselling those products for a profit, they provide those products to us Fun Saver members. It's 70 to 90% off retail price, which is pretty amazing. So these happen every single week. There's weekly drops, sometimes a couple of times a week, up to 90% off, high quality products, a very wide range of products. This happens, like I said, a couple of times a week, and it is for members only. So there may be some members that joined us in the free launch that did not activate their account by Tuesday at midnight, or even as of yet today. If they go to log in, they'll be able to log in, but they would not be able to purchase any of these products. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. But you can see some of these prices. This bicycle, $55 for $16. All kinds of stuff. You can go to funsaver.com and you can click on previous drops and you will see all these incredible prices. Now, Fun Finds is very similar to drops, but they're exclusive limited quantity drops. Again, up to 90% off. You can see, in fact, this slow pill hair dryer that you see there, the right-hand side, I saw this today in the TikTok shop. That hair dryer in the TikTok shop was $25. I've seen it on Amazon for as much as $45. This just made it's clear to me. I live with three women that it seems like we go through hair dryers every couple of years. $7 was the price of that. You can see over there the Bluetooth bookshelf speakers. I mean, $7 for these. That scale, $7. It actually Bluetooths to your phone, tells you all this stuff that you would want to know about your body, etc. Just incredible stuff in the Fun Finds. It's very high value items. Each drop is very unique, and it's usually only available in one or a few quantities. So it is first come, first serve. It's important to know whenever you get a notification of a Fun Find that's happening, you want to go check it. You want to put it into your shopping cart and pay for it and check out. By the way, there's something coming to where it's every time you check out, that means you got the product, and it's going to allow you to lump multiple products for one shipping price. Or what will happen is if you bought several times, it will then at the end of your order give you an actual credit back. I don't know exactly how that's going to work, but talking with Shane a little bit about how that's going to work. He has been thinking about that so that we're not paying multiple shipping, obviously, but we want to get these products, right? Like if you put something into your shopping cart and you don't buy it and you go continue to shop, there's a chance somebody put it in their cart and bought it, and there was only one available and it'll be gone. One of the things I like about this, that can be a little aggravating. I understand people have gotten a little aggravated because of that. But one of the things I love about it is it creates this engagement and to hurry up and get what you want. This is going to get better and better and better and more simplified as we continue to go. But it's been a hit so far. People have been extremely excited about some of the stuff they've gotten. Here's a member savings order. This is literally one order that she made. $1,205 retail price from all the products she bought. $204 is what she spent. It saved her $971. This one order saved her over 38 months of her $25 a month membership. Then we have our personalized items. In fact, this store is about to go live. It'll keep growing and growing and growing. But these are personalized items that you can get engraved, great for birthdays, holidays, anniversaries, special occasions, awards. And you can see still the incredibly low pricing of the products here. This cutting board that was available to be personalized, $4.50. This beautiful glass mug, $8. Engraved whatever you wanted on it. Pretty cool. Again, you can go to funsavernetwork.com and see some of the past stuff. Now, we've also partnered with a health and wellness company called NutriRelief, and they have products that are liposomal supplements, meaning they get into your bloodstream and absorb into your bloodstream within 20 seconds. They're a cream, so you don't have a pill to digest or anything like that. And they have a wide range for many different health concerns. The first time I ever heard of this, I'm like, holy cow, you tell me I can get vitamin D and vitamin C and my vitamin B and my magnesium and all this stuff through a cream that gets into my bloodstream. Here's what that means, guys. The absorption rate is so high, you need much less than what you would take if you were taking a capsule because you're only going to absorb a very, very little amount. I've been using these NutriRelief creams since 2020, and they definitely 100% work, whether it's for pain, for sleep, for a hormone imbalance, for muscle cramps. I mean, they have stuff for just about everything. They're very high quality, very wide range. They're certified and they're trusted, great prices. The founders of NutriRelief are not just a distributor, they are actually the manufacturer of them. You will not find these products anywhere on the internet other than FunSaver Network or their personal website at NutriRelief.com, which those prices are higher than the prices offered here at FunSaver, which is pretty cool. And there'll be a lot more products to come in the health and wellness section of FunSaver as we continue to grow. To be honest with you, most of the products here that they offer would cover a gambit of health concerns or things that people are trying to do with their health. Now, we also have digital marketing. So the owner of the company also owns a digital marketing company, and they have all your tools, your digital business cards, website builder, email automation, lead magnets, or lead management systems, which means customer relationship management system, Google reviews, search engine optimization. But the beautiful part is it very deeply discounted prices. So there's a lot of tools you can get from different places out there. This just gives us the opportunity to be able to utilize some of these tools at a very discounted price. He is working on what those prices are and getting these into the store. I would imagine we'll see these come the first of the year in the back office. Now, we live in a subscription economy, right? Most of us have a Netflix account or a Amazon Prime account or Hulu or Sam's Club or Costco's, or the list goes on and on and on. And the question is what if these subscription companies paid you for referring others? Well, that's exactly what FunSaver does. There's an exclusive membership for just $25 a month, and there's 3 ways to earn if you do refer people, okay? It's not mandatory. It's not, necessary. If you just want to be a member and you just want to save money, great, you can do that. But if you referred a few friends who also like to save money, there is ways to earn from that. So joining the community is pretty simple. There's usually 3 types of people who watch this presentation. The first type just wants to shop and save. They're not interested in sharing with anyone else. The second type of person, a number 2, is somebody that wants to earn. They want to utilize this as a side hustle. They want to share this with other people. And a number 3 is somebody that, of course, wants to shop and save, and they also want to earn. So all you really need to do is get back to the person that invited you here. Let them know if you're a 1, a 2, or a 3, and they will help you get started straight away. So what I want to do now is I want to first of all welcome you to the Fun Saver community. We're having a lot of fun. We're just getting started. I notice there's a bunch of people in the waiting room. Sorry, guys, we were light on admins tonight. I did not know there was a bunch of people in the waiting room as I was going through the presentation. There is a recorded presentation on YouTube. If you go to YouTube and type in Fun Saver Network, you can see a bunch of recorded presentations. But just to sum it up, I'll tell you, I've been looking personally for something in the space of referral marketing that didn't have all the gotchas, that didn't have all the balance acts, that didn't have all the different qualifications, and also had value along with it. Not just some money game, not just some, way to share something with somebody or gift something. There's a lot of gifting programs, but something that brought value. And I've said no to a lot of things. And when I saw what Shane was putting together here with FunSaver, it made a lot of sense to me. People are looking for great deals all the time. They have subscription memberships to many different things. And this just makes sense. And talking with Shane just the other day, he was talking about how the amount of different category products is going to grow. There's going to be more value. There's going to be more quantity of things. So we are just getting started. If you're new, the company literally was in a free launch state until just this past Tuesday night. It just officially launched at midnight on Tuesday. We had a great free launch. We had a great launch. And now we are just getting started. So you are in the right place at the right time. Now, if you're somebody that's here right now and you're not interested in making money by sharing this with other people, then all you got to do is get back to the person that invited you here. They'll have a referral link. They'll help you get enrolled, help you get your first month membership paid, and then show you where you can go shop, take advantage of some of the fun finds that may still be available. I'm sure we'll have a couple of drops coming early next week. But what I want to do is I want to shift gears here real quick. I'm going to run through our affiliate program. The affiliate program is very simple, a referral plan. There's not a lot of gotchas to jump through. There's only 3 ways to earn. So I want to run through a couple of things. When somebody first gets started with the company, okay? When they first get started,
the information provided.
That was our earnings disclaimer. I guess I should probably play that. Hold on one second. Bear with us. Whoops. Why isn't it playing right on cue? Hold on.
The information provided in this content is for educational and informational purposes only. We make no guarantees concerning the level of success you may experience, as individual results will vary. Your results depend on your personal skills, effort, experience, and market conditions. No earning projections, promises, or representations are made about your earning potential. You acknowledge that the use of his information should be based on your own due diligence and understand we are not liable for any success or failure of your business that is directly or indirectly related to the use of our information, products, and services reviewed or advertised. By engaging with our content, you agree that you understand this disclaimer and accept all risk associated with your business activities.
Awesome. All right. Now that we're past that, oops, let me get this camera back on here. All right. Now that somebody is a free member, so from this day forward, people have been confused on this. If you talk to somebody tomorrow, they can join the company for free. And what happens is they go into what we call our free power line position. It's just a free position. They have 7 days upon their registration period to shop and save. So if they saw, maybe that hair dryer, there was a leaf blower in one of the fun finds for $7. It was unbelievable. Maybe they'll see something they like, they want to buy. They have 7 days to be able to take advantage of that, explore all these incredible savings. After 7 days, by Tuesday at midnight. Now, this is where people are getting a little confused. Every Tuesday, even if you joined on Tuesday afternoon, on Tuesday night, anyone that was in the matrix is going to go in the matrix. So if you don't upgrade until Thursday and somebody upgrades on Wednesday, there's potential that person could fall into the matrix. And I'll explain that in a moment. So every week that goes by that you don't upgrade, more and more people could go into the matrix. Now, if somebody started on Saturday, if they started on Friday, Thursday even, they don't have to upgrade. They can still shop and save. They have 7 days for that. But every Tuesday at midnight Pacific time, that's an important factor if you're taking notes. It is all based on West Coast time here in the United States. And United States and Canada are the only two countries that are available to do this opportunity or to participate in this fun finds or all the shop and save. Okay. So by Tuesday at midnight, if free member upgrades, then what happens is they pay their $25 and they're going to go into that matrix now. Now, if people above you put people in next week, or you signed up people the next week, or people signed up people the next week, that group now is going to start to grow for you, and that matrix is going to start to fill up. And that's what we're looking for. It doesn't have to come from you or your enrollment line in order to earn from the matrix of people that have fallen underneath you. Many people have received already just in this first free launch, some people that spilled up underneath them. Every time they pay for their membership, as long as they referred 2 people, they'll get paid. And I'll explain that as we go through these 3 simple ways to earn. The first way is a 3-tier fast start bonus. That means the first month that a new member pays for their membership, there's a 50% fast start bonus paid on that, or $12.50. You also earn 10% for level 2, or $2.50, and 1% on level 3, which is a quarter. So that could be a lot of people. It could add up a quarter, a quarter, a quarter, a quarter as people are starting to come in. Again, this is just fast start money. It's geared towards helping you get a few of your months paid in your membership, some extra money. Now, the second part of the fast start is pretty exciting, and this isn't only the first order. Whenever the owner decides down the road, he might do it every 6 weeks, every 8 weeks, every 12 weeks, whenever he just randomly decides to open up what's called a value vault, you would earn what I'm about to explain. However, when somebody first joins, the very first thing they're going to see when they click register is what's called a value vault. And in that value vault is a whole bunch of products, extremely discounted prices that you have the opportunity to purchase. So if somebody comes in their very first month and they buy one item from the value vault, you would earn $20. If they bought 10 items, you would earn $20 times 10, or $200. Every item they purchase, along with the 50% of the membership, or if it's second level, you would earn $4 on that second level, and you would earn 40 cents on the third level. So not only their first month membership, but whatever they purchase in that value vault, you're going to get paid. In that example, you'll see they paid their first month membership. They bought 2 items from the vault. That's $40. You would earn $52.50 that very first month from that person that you personally enrolled. Now, the exciting thing is, think down the road. Think 6 months from now, you got a couple hundred people in your group, maybe some of you a couple thousand people, and the owner says, I'm opening the value vault for one day. Get ready. He opens the value vault, and let's say a bunch of people in your group buy from the value vault. You are going to get paid this $20 for every purchase, $4 level 2, 40 cents on level 3. Okay. So we don't get paid on product purchases, for example, from Nutraleaf or from the drops or the fun finds. We don't get paid on that. That's why the prices are so low. We get paid through the $25 membership, which I think is very cool. And there's not a lot of hoops to jump through at all. This Fast Start bonus is paid every week. So the week so last week we had from Wednesday to Tuesday at midnight. So anybody that upgraded or joined and paid the $25 membership during that period of time, it closed out at midnight Pacific Standard Time on Tuesday night. So next Wednesday, 7 days later, basically, you're going to get paid that Fast Start bonus. It's 1 week in arrears from the time it closes out. Okay. And that is paid every week. So once it starts going, if you're referring a few people every single week, there'll end up being a paycheck on Wednesday for the Fast Starts. Okay. Now, the second way we get paid is through coded bonus. Now, some of you might have seen it used to show the matrix next. Well, the matrix is the last thing really you want to focus on because that's going to take care of itself. The first way we get paid on Fast Starts is from enrolling people. Coded bonus also comes from enrolling people. So think of it kind of like a uni-level bonus, meaning if you personally enrolled somebody, you're going to earn $5 every month from their $25 membership that are coded to you. Now, there's two ways where you can have people coded to you. Now, let's go through this example that's on the screen. The first way is you refer people personally. Now, the coded bonus takes 2 of your first 5 people, and 2 of those 5 will actually become coded to your sponsor. Now, it's not a bad thing. A lot of people say, why is somebody being given away? You got to understand, watch how this is going to grow. So let's say you refer 3. One of them gets coded to your sponsor, and the computer randomly chooses one of those 3. Then you refer 2 more. It's going to randomly take those 4 you have left and randomly select one of them to code it to your sponsor. Now, you never lose out on Fast Start bonuses and you never lose out on the matrix. The only thing you will ever be giving up is $10 a month from 2 people that you pass up to your sponsor. So in this example, there's 6 people. The white ones are coded up and you have 4 left. So you take those 4 people that you have left and you help them refer 5 people. Guess what? 2 of their 5 are coded to you. So even though you didn't sponsor another person, you helped those 4 go out and get their 5, then 8 more are coded to you, which those 8 people would be worth $5 a piece or $40 a month. And all you do is sponsor your first 6, 4 of them are coded to you, and in those 4 you're making $20 a month. So now you're actually making $60 a month from the coded bonus. You went and got 6 people yourself personally. 5 is really at the end of it. After 5, 2 code up, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 100, no more get coded up to your sponsor. So you have to refer 3 members to unlock this coded bonus. Let me get this thing out of the way. Only 2 of your first 5, nobody else passes up. It also helps you to work with everybody in your group, which is what I love. You earn $5 from every paid membership that's coded to you. So in this example, you had 8 people that passed up to you plus your 4. You had 12 people. You earned $5 for each one of them. That's $60 a month. Okay. And all the rest are coded to you after that. That's your coded bonus. Now, this never stops. So let's say those 2 from your first guy here, let's say these 2 people right here that are coded to you, you help them go refer 5. Guess what? These 2 people referred 5 each. 2 of them are coded to you. And then those 2 go refer 5. Those 2 are coded to you. And it never stops. It's not a depth. It's not based on a depth of a matrix or any of that. It's all based on enrollments. So obviously the more personals you have and the more people you help refer 5 people, the more are going to be coded to you, and it's going to be $5, $5, $5, $5 every single month, which could turn into a tremendous amount of money. Now, the third way that we get paid is through the matrix. Now, the matrix, you got to just refer 2 members. That's it. And by the way, if these 2 members down the road decide that they're canceling, you don't need to go get 2 more. You opened it up, you activated the matrix, you activated the coded bonus, you're qualified for life. So you referred 2 members, it unlocks the matrix. So let's say in this example, you can see the colored ones that are like I don't know what color that is, a greenish color. Those people are your personals in this example. It doesn't matter. Personals matter in coded bonus. In the matrix, everybody underneath you, you're getting $1 a month on forever, every time they pay their membership, whether they're connected to you or not. If you only referred 2 people and you still haven't qualified for the coded bonus yet, you're still qualified from the matrix. So if 2 or 3 people go crazy and put 1,000 people in each throughout their team, you would earn $1 a month on every single one of those paid memberships. In this example, there's 21 people there. Doesn't matter if you brought them or someone else brought them, you're earning that $21 a month. Okay. And so there's a specific strategy I'm going to show you. The number one main goal, in my personal opinion, is to help people make at least $25 a month. If they're making 25 bucks a month, guess what? They're not having to pay for the membership. Okay. And that is the goal. Now, let's talk real quick about our statuses. There's only 2 statuses. One is called a duo, one is called a pro. A member all by itself doesn't earn in the matrix or the coded bonuses. They would earn fast starts, the first person they sign up or whatever, they would earn that. But if they've never referred anybody, they're just a member, they're going to enjoy the savings, shop and save. A duo just sponsored 2 people, okay? And they're qualified to earn 9 levels of the matrix. So, which is quite a bit of people. It's a lot of people, 30,000 people or something, a little over 30,000 people if that matrix filled up. And all you do is refer 2 members. Now, you're not qualified to earn that coded bonus yet. You need to refer 3 people to qualify for the coded bonus, but you are a duo because you referred 2 people. If you refer 5 members personally, then you're what's called a pro. Now you can earn 10 levels of the matrix, which is over 88,000 people, and you're qualified already because you only need 3 to qualify and coded, but you've already had 5, so your 2 passed up are done. Now every person you refer after that is coded directly to you, which you get $5 a person on, and those 2 you passed up, your sponsor will help them get their 5. Okay, so a pro is qualified for everything. And really, you could stop right there, but I don't encourage that. You can make so much more money, even if you just stay consistent, adding 1 person a week or even a couple of people per month. Okay. Now, what I want to show you here, well, first of all, the requirements are just maintain your membership, refer 2 members to earn from the matrix and 3 members to earn from the coded bonuses. There are no other requirements. There's no balance acts. There's nothing else. Okay. This is all you have to do in order to max out everything. Now, what I call a blueprint for creating the duplication and the momentum to get this thing really growing is number one, sponsor 2 members. That's the first thing that qualifies you in the matrix. So if you haven't done that yet, you want to focus on doing that. And you can share funsaver.now.site. I'll put that in the chat in a little bit. That'll give somebody a video to watch. You could send them one of the YouTube presentations, et cetera, et cetera. The second thing you want to do is sponsor your 3rd member. When you sponsor that 3rd member, you're now qualified to earn the coded bonuses. So now you got 9 levels of the matrix and you're qualified to earn coded bonuses. That's why it's step 2. Step 3 would be refer 2 more members. That's a total of 5. We call that strive for 5. Now you're qualified for everything. You never have to worry about any other qualifications whatsoever. That's why referring your first 5 paid members is the most important step. But we don't want to overwhelm a new person. Listen, get qualified for the matrix, refer 2, then work on getting your 3rd one, then work on getting 2 more. Now, step number 4 is just sponsor 1 more. That's a total of 6. Now your membership's covered, and I'm going to explain how that works. So, first 4 steps: strive for 5, personally enroll 5 people, you're qualified for everything, and you'll never pass up another enrolled person. They'll always stay coded to you. Okay. Then the power of 6. This is why we came up with this. When you sponsor 5, 2 of them pass up, right? But then you sponsor your 6th one. So now you have 4 people that are coded to you if those 4 people didn't go out and do anything. Those 4 people are just there, let's say, to shop and save. Fantastic. That's fine. Now those 4 people, you're going to earn $5 a month on their membership, or $20 a month. However, if you got 0 spillover from above, nobody above you is really doing much, you're the one in there making it happen, you got 6 people under you. When those people are coded to your sponsor for the coded bonus, they don't go up out of your matrix. They stay inside your matrix underneath you, right? Everybody has their own matrix. So that means there's 6 people under you that you're making $1 off of each one of those paid memberships, or $6. So now you're making $26 a month after you've referred 6 people. Everybody's happy, they're enjoying the savings, and now your membership fee is not costing you anything. You're in the clear. In fact, you're $1 a month in profit by just referring 6 people. Okay. That's why this power of 6 is so important. So, Fund Saver has put something together, in my opinion, that's very special. I highly encourage you, if you really want to understand even more of the comp plan and how aggressive it can be and how much money you can earn, you can go to Fund Saver. I'm going to type this in the chat. You can go to fundsaver.now.site. Let me put the, hold on here, HTTPS fundsaver.now.site. Okay, you can go to that website, click on referral plan, and then there's a full-blown video on the compensation plan that is basically what I just shared with you, but it goes into more depth and shows you visually as people are coming in and how you would earn money from that. Okay, highly encourage that. This fundsaver.now.site, that's also a share site until we get our custom websites built, which they're being worked on right now. I don't know what exactly that's going to entail, but that's going to be a full-blown system that's available if you want to purchase it one time. A very low one-time purchase. You'll be able to have a full system, which would you would be able to run leads to it. It would have a capture page. It'll send automated emails. All those emails are going to be written for you. You don't have to worry about any of that. The whole page will be designed to really spark people's interest and get them interested in joining FundSaver. Okay. Until that comes to fruition over the next couple of weeks, fundsaver.now.site is the site you want to use, unless you are directly in our team and you have a personalized site made, and that is, you know what your link is already. That connects the button to join, so you don't have to send them your referral link or any of that. FundSaver says get back to the person that invited you here. A personalized page actually connects to your enrollment button. They click on that and they can just join right from there. So you have one link to memorize and send to people. It also has, I don't know if any of you have noticed this, those links also now have the Zooms, and has a button that goes directly to this Zoom room. So nobody has to memorize an address. They don't have to do anything. It keeps everything extremely simple. You just send them the link. If you don't have a personalized page, you just send them fundsaver.now.site. They click on that. They watch the video, they're interested, they like what they see. You say, hey, why don't you join us on Zoom Tuesday night? Well, what's the link? Just go back to that same page, scroll to the bottom, you'll see it. It's at 8 p.m. Eastern. Just click on that button at 8 o'clock. it'll bring them right into the Zoom room. Okay. Very, very simple. Keep it simple, you guys. Don't overthink this. Don't try to oversell it. People want to save money. There are great savings here. It's only going to get better. We're first. We're the very first ones in this opportunity. I believe out of the 3,000 that were in free launch, I believe there's just over 600 so far that have activated and upgraded, which is a very good ratio when it comes to pre-launches or free launches. So as we continue to grow, I know many of those other few hundred people will end up, well, a couple thousand people, half of them will probably end up upgrading. Here's the thing I want to be very clear on, that people maybe their sponsor or their line didn't keep them up in tune enough. I think that some of my people probably got a little aggravated at me because I sent messages twice a day, every day, those last 3 days, in order to make sure that people that were in the free launch knew that if they didn't upgrade by Tuesday at midnight, the only thing that happens to them is they wouldn't keep their timestamp in the free launch. So all those other people go into the matrix, and when the people that didn't, when they activate, they're going to fall below and fill in the matrix wherever there is a hole. Now, somebody was telling me today, oh, that sucks. I might as well not even do it. Are you kidding me? 600 people have activated. There's probably going to be another 500 or 600 that activate from the free launch people over the next week and a half. But guys, in the next 6 months, there'll be 5 to 10,000 people, and those are going to fill up the matrix. So you might have missed a few people. So what? It got busy. You forgot about it. You procrastinated. Whatever the case is, it doesn't matter. Go activate. Call your teammates that you got in free launch. Like I literally was messaging and talking to all the people that I personally put in free launch. I think the company average is probably about 15 to 16% of their free launch people upgraded. And this is a little lesson I'm going to teach you. I had 87% of my free launch people upgraded and activated before Christmas. Now, why? Is that because I had better people? No. It's because I stayed on them and I stayed in front of them and I kept reminding them, you're going to lose out. Like, don't lose out. Like, you were here this whole time. Activate. And that's what I always do. I'm always available. I always stay in communication. I make sure people know when there's deadlines. So use that as a learning tool yourself. You should stay in touch with the people that free launch enrolled with you and that free launch enroll with you in the future. Because every time somebody comes to the table, they might not pay their 25 on day one from registration. They might just want to kick the tires for their 7 days. If they do that, you want to stay on top of that, and you want to make sure you're letting them know, hey, your 7 days is running out. There's a bunch of people that are probably going to upgrade. You have till midnight on Tuesday to upgrade. It's 25 bucks. There's no contract. If you don't like what you saw in a couple months, you can cancel whenever you want to cancel. Totally up to you. But guys, this is a business of staying in communication with your customers, with your members that join. And I don't mean to be a pest to them or anything, but you don't want people coming back on you saying, well, why didn't you tell me this? I'm busy. I don't have time to get on all the Zooms. That's one thing you got to recognize. People are busy, right? They're not going to always come to Zooms. People just aren't going to do that. They got other things in life going on. So you can't just assume that they're plugged into school, that they're getting the text message and emails. Well, they didn't get it. Then, oh, well, if you personally enrolled somebody, stay in touch with them. If they don't want to do it after their time goes by, that's fine. Just let them know you're there to help answer any questions or help them get rolling whenever they're ready. But during that 7 day window, you want to stay in touch with them and make sure they understand what's going on so that they have the opportunity to maybe take advantage of somebody that might spill over in their group. See, we have no way to know where somebody will fall in the group. But as all of us that are activated, that are excited, that are sharing, that are enrolling new people consistently, there's bound to be people that are going to fill up that matrix. Like, for example, my matrix, I'm going to fill it up. Hey, it might take me a year to fill up 80,000 people, right? It might take, the company, adding a few more things to get a whole nother level of people that are interested or that, bite on it down the road that maybe don't have the vision that we have right now. But I can tell you this, I am going to fill up the matrix. It doesn't matter how long it takes. And that's 88,000 people. So that's 10 levels. And so I think my group right now is only filled up completely 3 levels, right? There's still some holes in level 4. So if I go put somebody in right now tonight, if I did, they're going to fill up wherever that hole is on my level 4. So somebody is going to get that spillover. Maybe it isn't me. Maybe Ron puts somebody in. Ron's my personal sponsor, and there's no one else above Ron. So if Ron puts somebody in, it's either going to go somewhere in my group, somewhere in his second group, or somewhere in his third group, because we all only have 3 groups. So if there's a hole in my group, I'm number 1 in his matrix. So if there's a hole in my group on that level, that's where that person's going to fall first. Right now, the next one he puts in, it's going to fall in the hole of the second person. So there is going to be spillover for 90% of the people that joined from the beginning. If you didn't get any yet, we're brand spanking new, and we are not going to stop. We're just looking for those that catch the vision that are going to plug in and share it with other people like we are on a consistent basis. And guess what? Together, we will all put 100,000 people in this company. It might take a year, it might take 2 years. Who cares? What I'm looking for personally in my life right now, in my opportunity suite of what would you call it? Maybe diversity or of, just different things that are bringing me streams of income. As far as a product based membership company to build a team, for me, this is it, right? I have other things going on as well, but this is going to build and I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep going. I'm not going to listen to the complainers that I wish this was this and I wish this was that. Well, we all do. But here's the best part. I want to tell you a story. A very close friend of mine, some reason, he's about, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 years older than me. He always gets an ear to something brand new happening. And a lot of times in his history, it's been like you can buy in on this stock before anyone knows about it. Okay. He got introduced to a company and he was pitched what they were going to do, and it sounded great. And they said, oh, by the way, this company has one store. It's in your city. You can go check it out. And they went to this store and they could have bought shares of stock for pennies. Okay. So they could have bought 1,000 shares of stock for pennies, like probably like $100. Okay. They walked into this store and it was a chaotic mess. It wasn't very big. It looked like a bin store of the cheapest, crappiest products out there, all scattered, not organized on tables, and they were on these folding tables. It wasn't even an organized store, but yet they were being pitched. This is going to be one of the biggest stores in the history of the country, whatever. They passed. Okay, they passed. They walked in, they saw what they saw. They're like, I am definitely not putting any money into this company. I'll give you one guess of who that company was. You can put it in the chat. One guess of who that company was. Anybody got an idea? Anybody want to play along and guess? Nope, not Shopify. Anyone else? One guess. Come on, somebody put in the chat. Nope, I'm going to blow your mind. That company was Walmart. Walmart. And they passed. Why? They didn't see the vision of what Sam Walton was going to do with Walmart. I tell you that story because That's the vision I have, what we have here. Some get the vision, some don't. It's okay. It doesn't matter. But guess what? You don't have to spend thousands of dollars on stock. It's $25 a month. And if? What if? And that's what I tell people. You can use that story. That is a real story. You got to have vision when something's brand new. There's no doubt about it. But 500, almost a little over 600 people have caught the vision, activated that membership, and I believe we'll probably cross, a couple thousand people by the end of January, and we're off to the races.
Hey, Bobby,
So, yes, sir.
I have a real story, but I'm going to stop this recording so I can tell it, okay?
All right, cool.
Okay.